Hey, this is ASpengler coming back to show you guys another painting tutorial video. This week it is the final one, the varnish coat video or protective coat. And just a quick thing, I'm sorry that these painting videos have been kind of long. They weren't as organized and thought out as I thought they were, so maybe in the future I'll do another one that is kind of puts them all together and is shorter and a little bit more organized, but I'll try to keep this one pretty brief. And with that, let's get right into it. So these ones have already gotten 2 coats of paint onto them, as I showed in the last 2 videos, and then I took a toothpick and scratched away any defects or over painted spots, so they're looking pretty good. Basically what they will in the final product. The only thing that we have to do now is apply this last protective coat of matte varnish. You can get this on Amazon. It is the Vallejo brand, as you see in the bottom here. And what I usually do is just put 1 coating on. That's because these won't get too scratched up. They're going to be on like displays in mocks. As you see in the background, there's a mock. Some guys are holding their Car 98s. They will only get 1 coat, but if you painted like the handle where the minifigure would be grabbing, most of the time I'd recommend putting more than 1 coat on. But since these are just gonna be more decorative and the minifigure won't be directly grabbing onto it, I'm not going to put more than 1 coat on. So with that, I'll get right into painting it. Got my paintbrush. I'll just put a little bit of the varnish on. You don't need that much down, and it does dry up fast like the paint. And with this, you don't have to be quite as careful. Usually I'll just kind of just glob it on there in the area that I did paint. Try not to, it's always good not to get it overly on there, like on the brown part that doesn't really need it. But I'd say you put a pretty decent portion on there and then just spread it around. You don't have to be quite as precise with this, just because it dries clear, so you won't see it afterwards. Just make sure you don't have like bubbles or anything. And you kind of just spread it all there, spread it all over. And you don't have to be very precise with this stuff, because like I said before, it does dry clear. And just depending on how much you think it will get touched, that's how much you should plan on putting on. So like again, these won't be touched that much, they'll be in display, so I'm not going to put very much. Just 1 coating. It's still a decent amount, as you can see, but not like over much. Just try to make sure you don't get like bubbles or too much build up in a certain spot. Otherwise you might get a little bit of chunks or something. And as I paint that, I hold on to a certain spot, and then I like the handle or the butt of the gun or the tip, and then try to get as much as I can with that. And then usually I put it on a stand like I did in the other videos, and then paint the rest of the areas that I couldn't reach while holding the spot. And I don't know if you can notice it, but doing this type of painting, it's much more brief. Since you're not really going for accuracy, it doesn't take quite as long as painting using the actual paint, like the gunmetal on it. So there, got the 1 gun done. Doesn't take too long, and you basically just let that sit overnight. That's what I usually do. It doesn't take quite overnight, I don't think. I just do that just to be safe, to let the paint cure. I'd recommend overnight, but you guys could check it out see how long you think it would take. You could test it out. And with that, I'm gonna do all these guns for you guys, and then I'll come back and show you them all finished. So hey guys, the paint is now all dry. Just coming back to show you guys what the final product of the guns look like after 2 coats of the gunmetal paint and then the 1 coat of the protective varnish. And these ones turned out really nice. I think I'm more of a fan of the M1 carbines, probably just because I'm sick of painting so many SMLEs. The M1 carbine with the folded stock was just a little bit of something different, but the SMLEs turned out really nice as well. I don't think the little ring turned out quite as well as some of the Car 98s you might see up here, but that's kind of because they had a little ridge or guidance area where I put the ring. This was just completely freehand, just getting that ring on, so there's more room for error in the rings like this. So, but it does turn out, even if you don't do the ring or just the little strip at the bottom here, even if you just paint like the clip, the load area, the tip of the gun, it still looks way better than just a plain brown gun. So highly recommend you guys painting your own guns. They turn out nice, and it adds just another really nice detail to your mock. So with that, sorry that these segments have been pretty long. I'll try to get a more shorter version of it that gets all the details to you pretty quick. So I guess these were more just test tutorials for painting. I posted a water slide decal one a while back. That turned out good, but I'm still kind of getting into these tutorials, so hopefully they will improve over the next couple of weeks. So with that, thank you guys for watching. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe. Shoutouts really help this channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.